our presenters' time, as well as all of the people who are joining in with the meeting. A lot of really good information, and we really want to make sure people can focus. All right. Now it's about 5 minutes after the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Um, I don't really think I need to tell you guys any more about our presenter. You guys have already met him and experienced his enthusiasm as well as his knowledge. I would just repeat again, the guys, he has so much knowledge. He really has that passion for wanting people to succeed. He's not somebody who just reads and gives you information. He has done what he's sharing with you guys. And so really pay attention and listen so that you can take the most out of the meeting. All right. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Mayor.
Okay, cool. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Well, good evening, guys. Good to have everybody back. Sharon, thank you as always. You're the best. Um, cool. So I get to see some people today. Hi, Shay. Hi, Mike. What's up, David? Guys, today's chill. I'm not really presenting. I went through like how real estate investing has saved my life. I went through a lot of how our ecosystem operates, and today's like all about you. The best way to participate today is have pen and paper and engage in the conversation, right? I want to make sure that any of the new partners, any of the new investors, any of the people that are starting their journey with our ecosystem have like a great jumpstart to their success, all right? If you cannot be in front of camera, I get it. But the best way to do this, guys, to really build this relationship is belly to belly. Let me just welcome some more of the other people in and welcome you guys back that are off camera. And if I say your name and you're not on camera, again, I encourage you to come. Let's get to know each other, right? Hi, Jessica, D, White, welcome back. Michelle, Nigella, what a cool name. Nigella Cruz. Nikhil, I remember that name. That's an interesting name. Nikhil Reddy, what's up, man? Nilafar Mohate, I can't say the last name. Nilafar is probably the right first name, though. I've heard that name before. Oscar, what's up? Okay, here we go, guys. So pen and paper, and please write the answer. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions that are gonna help you become a better investor or help you actually start on this journey. So it's very important that you write these answers down, because even if you don't work with our mentorship group, maybe our ecosystem doesn't make sense for you. I still want to try to help you guys as you embark on the journey of becoming a real estate investor. Okay. Nilafar, no problem. Sorry, I can't turn on my camera or participate in the conversation. Okay, that's fine. Well, maybe you want to come back, right? I want to be mindful, or you can just listen in. That's no problem. All right, so guys, let's start off with your vision. All right, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. So we're gonna do the questions, and I want you to write down the answers, and then I'm gonna go through everything that I've done personally. I'm gonna go through the different programs and mentorship packages that I recommend. I'm going to show you a lot of different ways to get started. Remember, I started this journey with $0 out of pocket. When there's a will, there's a way, right? And then at the end, if you guys are struggling with money and you're willing to hustle, I want to show you how you can start earning some cold hard cash that you can get paid direct deposit partnering with me in our group. All right. So questions I want you to answer. I'm going to go through our process. I'm going to go through funding, and then I want to show you how to get paid. That's kind of like a high level overview of what to expect. Now, as we're doing this, it's your job to throw out questions. It's your job to say, Umair, what about this? Or this isn't true, or whatever might be on your mind, right? This is just an open conversation to see who we could help. All right. So let's start with this question, guys. Imagine we're all hanging out, or let's just me and you. Let's just me and you are hanging out one-on-one a year from today. All right. We're having coffee or we're having lunch, and we're talking about all of the amazing things that have transpired in your life. Okay. Could you guys write down in your words, like if you were telling me, Umair, I am just so happy about my progress, and let's just say me and you, we're cheersing to your success. Can you put in your words, like, guys, what would you want to have happen in your life, both on a personal level and a professional level, for you to look me in my eyes and say, Umair, I am very happy and I'm really excited about my progress. What does that look like? Everybody's got a different vision, guys. I want to help your vision come to reality. So just take the time. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Write this down. Like for me, I was like, if life was perfect, I would have 10K of passive income a month. I wouldn't have to cook and I wouldn't clean my own room. I was like, I would really like to have a BMW M3 carbon fiber edition, black and white trim. Like I started writing certain things down. I don't know. It doesn't mind if these are external things or internal things, right? Maybe it's like even my wife, I had to manifest my wife. I was like, she's going to be 5'3" to 5'5". She's going to have curly hair. She's going to help me in my business and we're going to travel the world together. Like I wrote all of this stuff, I promise you, before it actually happened in my life. So just take some time and think about what you want. You guys remember from my training, it's all about a life by design instead of submitting to a life by default. Let's get a little intentional here, my friends. Your vision to reality. Okay. And you guys don't have to write me. This is about you, right? Keep it close to your heart, but make these things happen. And the more specific you could be, the better. Okay. What does your life look like on a personal level? What does it look like on a professional level? And the more detailed you can be, the better. Okay. Now, maybe you don't have time to do this now, but after you write, and this, sometimes people go paragraphs after paragraphs after paragraphs. And sometimes people just have some bullet points. There's no right or wrong here. Everybody's brain is different. But you got to have something because if we don't start with something, you're going to end up with nothing. All right. Now, I want you to, in the next coming days, I want you to really internalize this and then create one what we call a SMART goal. Have you guys ever heard of this? SMART, it's an acronym. Your goal has to embody the word SMART, and I'm going to give you what the acronym means. Okay. I didn't make this up. I've just used this stuff myself. So, SMART, your goal has to be specific. S is for specific. M is for measurable. A is for attainable. R is for realistic. And T stands for timed. If your goal doesn't have all five of those benchmarks, the likelihood of it happening goes down, okay? It's your vision. You know, for me, I was like, if I could just flip, like, because I was making less than $30,000 a year, remember? So I was like, if I could flip, example, one house and just make 30 grand, because I was living with my mom and dad, I was like, that would be great. You know what I mean? Like, let me just get one under my belt. So investing has a lot of different pieces to it. So I wanted to start tonight off by giving you guys some clarity on your vision. I love it. And I see some people writing, you're being proactive, not reactive. Tonight's not about just listening to some guy talk. You know what I mean? I love it, my friends. I love it. And sometimes this question helps. Like, think about this. This might help you guys as you're writing your vision down. Like, other than work and family, what are you really passionate about? I'm not saying like, because I don't love real estate. I just love the freedom that it gives me in my life. But in order to do the things that I am passionate about, I had to know what I was chasing. All right, cool. We're done with that. And the reason I start with this question, because 30 days down the road, guys, 60 days down the road, 90 days down the road, 120 days down the road of us working together, because we're going to hang out all the time, whether it's online or in person or at our deals. Remember, it's all about environment, right? I want to come up to you and ask you, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Are you there? Are you moving towards your SMART goal? Because sometimes it's not always pleasant, but the people who really love you are the ones, or the people who really care about your success are the ones that are going to call you out on your BS. I'm an athlete and I didn't always love my coaches, right? In fact, the coaches that I hated the most were the ones who helped push me the most. You feel me? So I can't promise that you guys are always going to like me, but I'll tell you how it is. All right, cool. So here's another question. Before I got into this whole business thing and real estate thing, remember I was like learning from the University of YouTube, just getting a dopamine hit after dopamine hit, not making any money. I was paying for different programs and stuff, you know what I mean? Like spending money here and there. But ultimately, it was just me and information, right? And so what I did before I got started with this group is I literally wrote down everything I tried and why it didn't work. Because I don't want you to just try this and then you lose money. That's not my intention. I'm making more money than I need with my real estate. Okay. So the next question I want you to write down the answer to is what have you tried in the past and why didn't it work? You got to identify this, guys. What have I tried in the past? Because I don't want you doing the same crap, right? I tried to sell back in the day, you know how apps in like the smartphone were really hot? I was like trying to sell apps, I was like trying to sell marketing. I tried to do like all kind of stuff and I did good for like 30 days and then I didn't have any accountability, so then I quit. I want you guys all to know this. Every single person on the line is going to have a buddy slash accountability partner working with our group. Every single person. Okay, our group works off of the buddy system, and we notice people just left to their own devices a lot of times fizzle out. Okay, you guys don't have to tell me. I want you to write this down for yourself because I don't want you to fall under the same roadblocks that maybe you have in the past when you started other businesses. Here's another thing. What challenges or obstacles are currently holding you back? Really think about it. For me, it was like, man, I ain't got no money. I don't know any rich people. What else did I write down if I can remember? Oh, my parents don't believe in me. You know, like they wanted me to go the traditional route. So whether I realized it or not, those things impacted my decisions, guys. Okay. What challenges or obstacles are currently holding you back? Now, this is a super important one. And if you disqualify yourself, just you could leave, right? It's like, oh, shoot, I can't do this. Like it because time is money, right? Um, so right now, because you guys know, like fixing and flipping houses or building portfolios or doing all of these things doesn't just happen overnight. Okay. Now, we do have people who make pretty big checks within 60 days or 30 days, but it's not the norm. All right. Um, so here's the question. I'm sorry, guys. If you could commit to X amount of hours towards building your real estate empire right now, how many hours could you legitimately commit to towards building your business? I want you to have a look or I have a really deep thought about this because, yeah, good question. How many hours a week could you commit towards, for example, wholesaling houses, building a rental portfolio, making money with tax liens, doing Airbnb arbitrage, whatever it is that we help you do on your first deal? How much time could you legitimately put towards that in 1 week? 1 week. And there's no right or wrong here, okay? There's no right or wrong here. We just want to identify it because we're going to take whatever you say, right? You're the captain of this ship, not me. We're going to take whatever you say and we're going to use it to build your roadmap. Does that make sense? And I see some people putting it into the chat box. That's cool. This is really for you guys. Okay, possibly. Some people say 10, 12, 14. Okay, again, there's no right or wrong. We just need to know what we have to work with as you're getting started. Does that make sense, guys? Because what we do is we've built a process that works for the busy American. Everybody's busy. Nobody got a bunch of time, right? Most people doing this have full-time jobs. They even have children. But when you let us know what you're committing to and you have a buddy that's a part of this process with you, it's not always going to feel good, but someone's going to call you out on your BS. And by BS, I mean belief systems. Okay. Right. All right. Now, this is important because everybody is different. On a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to write this down. Scale of 1 to 10. How do you currently feel about your current knowledge when it comes to finding deals, running numbers, and analyzing transactions, when it comes to real estate investments. Okay? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being Umair, I know everything. I'm just scared. And 0 being I know nothing. Okay? And again, there's no right or wrong. And thank you guys for just wanting to share where you're at in the chat box. Because it's important to know where you're at so we can get you started in the right place. I never want to be having this conversation where you're like, Umair, you had me take these courses or you had me go do this, but I already know this. So it wasn't a good use of my time. Does that make sense? Time is money. Scale of 1 to 10. Just answer that for yourself, or sure, if you want to share with the group in the chat box. Scale of, okay. Okay. All right. Now, remember I talked about taxes earlier when we met? Taxes, how it's the biggest expense that us Americans are paying, but no one's paying attention to it, right? Remember my tax training? I said, guys, Americans have to learn how to own nothing and control everything, right? I'm broke on paper. Like Umair, literally, I could go and get food stamps right now. I don't know if you knew that. I'm not saying I would, but I, when I do my taxes, remember AGI, my adjusted gross income, I limit it as much as I can. So I want to know this from you guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how familiar would you say you currently are when it comes to understanding high-level tax and legal strategies? Tax and legal strategies. Because the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to start a business with us, okay? And we got to help you produce revenue. Did you guys know this? As soon as you make your first dollar of profit, you can start taking advantage of all of those deductions I talked about. Remember, I don't want you owning your cell phone, your cars, even your clothes. If you buy a nice suit, right? Any fellas want a nice suit? Any ladies want a nice Gucci purse or Fendi purse or whatever it is, right? If you want that, you could buy it, but you want to buy it through your business because you're going on business meetings. You're raising capital from millionaire clients and you want to be able to deduct things. And so when you buy nice things, buy them through your entities. Your revenue is going to help justify that. Okay. So, okay, scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to tax and legal, because most likely, if you guys aren't super familiar with how to set all that stuff up, we want to help you set that stuff up your first week. First week. And you can continue to work, because let me say this, most of you are going to start part-time until you start making good money as an investor and as a business person. You're not going to just jump into this and quit your job. That's not logical, okay? Okay, cool. You guys got those answers down? Because as you work with your buddy, or maybe me and you will meet one-on-one, you're going to want to know the answers to these questions so we can really drill down on things. Okay. So we started with your vision. In the next couple of days, remember, you're going to create your SMART goal: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timed. If we don't put a timeline on your first goal, it's not going to happen. All right. So start really thinking about what you want to have happen in your life, because this group is going to help make it come to fruition. Okay. So I'm done with the questions. Now what I'm going to do is go into just some of the resources and tools that you're going to use to build your own business. Remember, within our real estate investing ecosystems, everybody is in business for themselves, just not by themselves. And that's a beautiful thing, right? Because within our group, people do joint venture agreements. Sometimes people are broke and they go out and find deals. And so remember how I did the apartment building example where I brought together, who remembers the 4 currencies? It was so important. Yes, one person does, Marcia does. Money, time, knowledge, and relationships. Remember, we're programmed to condition money more than anything else, and that's what's keeping us so broke. As soon as you guys embark on this journey with us, the cool thing, you're going to be instantly wealthy in relationships. Congratulations. We've got lenders, we've got title companies, we've got agents, we've got property managers. You're already wealthy in relationships. We've already got some people who have money. We already have some broke people, but we're not going to make them feel bad about it. We're going to give them a way to make some money so the ecosystem can start working for you. All right, that's the goal here. All right, so I'm going to start sharing my
Mark,
screen here.
I have a question.
Awesome, I love questions.
So we would be starting a small business, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Like a LLC.
Well, you're going to be starting what makes sense for your personality and the type of business empire you're wanting to build. So an LLC is just it's one of the many type of entities. As you grow as an investor, you might have a bunch of different entities doing different things. So it really depends on your vision and your plan, my friend. That's why I started with the vision. So I'm going to have you learn all about how that works, and we're going to start building out your vision. And then your first week, yes, as soon as you know, like Umair, this is it. This is my play, bro, based off of my personality, based off of what I want to have happen. And then you'll learn, and then you'll start the correct entity that you need to do that specific thing. Does that make sense?
So how does this work with people with bad credit?
Uh, well, you're in luck, my friend. We've got a free credit repair program. So you're gonna have to start that, okay? I mean, dude, your credit is your credibility with the banking industry. And if right now it sucks, we gotta clean that up. So whatever obstacles in your way or in someone's way, we gotta knock that obstacle out and then move beyond it. Does that make sense? What happens with most people is like all it's so funny. I've got friends of mine that says, Umair, I want to do what you're doing, but I've got bad credit. And they told me this 3 years ago. And I was like, okay, I've got a solution for you, buddy. And then they just didn't do anything. And then I talked to them 3 years later and they're like, Umair, I got bad credit. I'm like, well, what the heck do you want me to do about it? You didn't do the technique that I told you to do. Remember, guys, if you're going to see results, we need you to do practical implementation. And as far as our group, there are still options of getting started with mentorship, with launching your business. Because if you have bad personal credit, there are ways that you can start establishing business credit. Okay. So there's in America, when there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Anything is possible in America. That's why I love living in America. It's amazing. So I can help you if you have bad credit, if you have no credit, we could start giving you the action steps to implement for that scenario. Let me see if there's any other questions. I hope that helped, man. I know that's kind of like not specific. I mean, the credit repair program is specific, but. So Michelle says, how do you buy a personal home with AGI minus deductions? That is very low. That's a fantastic questions. There are what you call non-QM lenders. You can write that down. Non-QM lenders. Because you can't go the traditional bank route because you're broke on papers. So the bank will look at your tax returns and laugh at you. But again, luckily in America, there's always a workaround. That's why I love business. That's why I love business. So someone says, can you tell me how this process works? Are you a consultant? Do I pay for consulting? No, I'm just going to show you. So we have a real estate investing ecosystem. The group that I used, I'm not the group, I'm not the guru, I'm just another investor in the group. But we do have classes and mentoring for anyone who wants to take advantage of it. Okay. Okay. Rashad, cleaning your credit takes work, but can be done by utilizing laws that were, yeah, for sure. Okay, guys. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go through some PowerPoint slides and I'm gonna show you the same group, the same mentorship group that I use to build my empire. And if you want to use it, you can. And within that group, we have a buddy system. And even within that group, we have some ways that you can start earning income. So I don't mind where you're starting. When there's a will, there's a way. And if this is something you're serious about, we'll figure it out. Okay. But if you have a good job and you have some savings and if you have money, is it going to be easier for you as opposed to someone who's broke, has no money, you know what I mean? Yeah, right? You have things that we can work with, right? But just because you're struggling doesn't mean we're going to make you feel bad about it or turn you down or anything like that. All right, so let's and thank you for the questions, guys. Keep them coming. I'm here to answer. Okay, so I went through this, but the group, our ecosystem, remember, we're building real estate investing ecosystems all across America. And we're also actively looking for entrepreneur types. We're looking for talent to help us expand. Okay. Like this group found me over 10 years ago, and there was nobody in Virginia. Now there's over 300 people in Virginia building their own businesses using the same process that I used. Okay. So how do they create success? Well, what we do is both online and in-person learning strategy. Okay. Just information is not going to do the trick. And of course, you'll have a buddy to help keep you accountable. The group offers one-on-one coaching and mentorship. Remember, I did this instead of finishing community college. And so I worked with my one-on-one mentor to get my first fix and flip done. Remember that deal I showed you? I made $43,000 on that deal. And it was scary. I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't scared. But you got to do the things that push you out of your comfort zone. They offer weekly group coaching, and I'll show you the weekly schedule, guys. There's lots of things going on within our groups, but we'll help you build out your plan, and then you'll just take advantage of whatever you need to build your success. Okay, just think of it this way. We have everything you're going to need. Whatever your brain can think about that you need to be a successful investor, it's already a part of this group. Okay. Weekly study groups, weekly mastermind groups. So we do mastermind groups Thursday nights at 7, as well as other times. Like last Saturday, we did a campfire mastermind group with some of the people here, and it was so much fun. We had marshmallows, everybody brought food. We talked business, okay? So there's a weekly mastermind. And if we don't have a group in your area, remember, I'm looking for someone, if you like doing public speaking, if you like helping others, man, I've got some ways you can make a lot of money with us and help others. Yeah, Michelle. And we're going to show you how to build your very own list of contractors as well. So weekly mastermind sessions, live and online deal tours. You know, sometimes people ask me, Umair, does this work? Will it work for me? And I'm like, how many people do you need examples of before you're like, okay, I need to do this for myself? So we do property tours every Saturday online, and we also do in-person property tours on the investors' deals in this group. In fact, if you're nice enough, and if you want to share, let's say you get your first apartment building done. You just buy like an apartment building and you rent it out. If you're nice enough, we want to feature you. We want you to share your story because you can inspire others. It's part of the reason why we're building these groups. For locals, by locals, not just some guy who just wants to fill his pockets. You know what I mean? All right. And then to top it off, guys, this works because even if you're struggling paycheck to paycheck, we've got some ways that you can make money with us. All right. So help me help you guys tonight. Tell me, like, if you're like, Umair, this is where I'm at. I will literally help you build a roadmap if you're open to sharing in a group setting. All right. But we do have an income opportunity as well. And or opportunities, right? So we can brainstorm ways that you can start making some money as you're starting on this process, right? Okay, so I don't know if you guys did this, but Renatus, they're the group that teaches everybody. They've been around for over 13 years. Well, more than that, but they've got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And what I want you to notice is this rating is what we call non-accredited. And so a lot of big businesses will pay for a rating with the Better Business Bureau, but this is a 100% organic rating. It's just natural. Okay. Oh, cool, Mel. Yeah, Mel reminded me. He says, I'm interested in the apartment building challenge. I'll tell you about how to get involved in that, brother. Okay. So for me, right now, well, in 2000, I've got a little bit more now, but my annual real estate passive income in 2022 is a little over $330,000. If it wasn't for this group, and I will show you my houses, I will show you my portfolio, I will show you the direct deposit. I'm so open. I'm like an open book. But if it wasn't for this group, I'd be making 30 grand a year still. And when I say I'm grateful, I truly am. All right. And I'm still young. I'm still doing deals. I'm still making money. I'm still doing, I mean, this is my passive income from real estate. And I'm adding on to this every year. Okay. So I do make money in real estate as my full-time gig, but I'm really passionate about helping others as well. And that's why I love community building. Now, sometimes I like sharing other people's story. This is the featured story of this month anyways. This is Damien and Jennifer Lloyd. And Damien is a firefighter and Jennifer works for the government. They're here in Maryland and they've done plenty of deals, but I want to show you guys what's possible, right? Damien and his wife purchased this property for $500,000 using the same strategies and techniques that you're going to learn. They didn't use all of their money. They worked with a lender, okay? Do you guys remember me talking about ABL lenders? Anyone remember what that stands for? It stands for asset-based lenders or hard money lenders, okay? We've got a whole lender list. So they borrowed money, they put some money into this, $68,000, and the sales price was $704K. But guys, on one deal, this couple was able to create an additional $95,000. Guys, imagine if you just gave yourself a raise. Like, why wait for a raise? Keep working your job, do your thing, but give yourself a raise by becoming a real estate investor. It's absolutely possible, and we've got proof, okay? Now, when you start learning, there's lots of different packages that you can start with, and there's lots of different pricing options. But what I want to show you is how the learning begins, okay? All of the classes that this group offered me and that they're going to offer you is those classes are online, they're on demand, they're at your own pace and at your own time. So whether it's 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, you're going to be able to get the right organized content in your mind, okay? There's going to be a place where you can take notes inside of their platform. And what we want you to do, guys, is as we help you build a class plan, we want you to write notes and create action items. Because what I've done and what others have done is we'll take all of our ideas and we'll come to the weekly study groups and the masterminds and we'll ask the mentors questions. And then we'll work one-on-one with our coach and say, look, I'm getting this. It's coming together in my head. Now, can you help me implement some things, coach? And that coach is going to help you build your business like he did me. Isn't that cool? So instead of just hours and hours and hours of YouTube and books and all that stuff that I'm not saying it doesn't work, it's just intentional information that you then have help implementing. And then if you're stuck somewhere, if you have the right access, if you have the premier access to the group, there's advanced investors that'll just help nudge you along the way, okay? Here's a question about how many students are assigned to every coach. There's a main coach that the group has, okay? And you'll have access to his calendar. And if, you can get questions to your answers almost on demand, because within our ecosystem, we have places where you can just type into a chat and that chat gets answered by investors in the ecosystem 24/7. A lot of people are willing to help here, okay? Okay, let's move on. So they have a documents vault. So all the contracts, addendums, contingencies, like I'm not good at math. I'm not like a head math guy. But they gave me all the spreadsheets. So I just plug stuff into spreadsheets. I used they have an all-in-one CRM system. If you don't know what that stands for, it stands for Customer Relationship Management System. And I'll show you a little bit about that in a little bit, but hopefully you guys did some of the homework that I gave you last time, if you had the opportunity. But I use their investor operating system to find deals, to analyze deals, to look up homeowners, to run comps, all of that stuff. We have a system that'll do it for you, and I'll show you guys that. So we have the learning, we have the system, and this is the documents vault. All the docs that you need already available. Now, if we have a group in your area, you can borrow docs from other investors. Like if you're in Virginia, DC, or Maryland, you might be like, Umair, can I use your contract? I'll be like, yeah, for sure. I'm not going to charge you for it. I've already paid an attorney $400 an hour to make sure my documents are right. But if you're not in an area where we have an ecosystem and there are existing resources, you're going to need to get your documents looked over by your legal counsel, right? They couldn't get these for every jurisdiction in the United States of America, okay? So Christic. So no real estate license needed? Nope. I haven't had a license in 12 years, dude. No license needed. Okay, you can build a real estate business without being a real estate agent. Okay, now we have some people who are agents and investors, and that's all right as well. Okay, so an agent goes and gets their license in whatever jurisdiction they're in, and they're looking to make a commission on what, on retail real estate, all right? So you're basically like a salesperson with a license. There's some pros and cons on both ends, and if you want me to elaborate on the license thing, I can, but let's keep it moving for sake of time, all right? Okay, so Renatus, the educational company that provides the mentors and the learning, and they update everything. None of this information gets old. Did you guys know it's updated every year at no additional cost? I'm like, no way. You guys are never going to upsell me? That sounds good to me. I like that idea. Okay. So Renatus, the educational company, they have the live in studio and the streamed online classes. Okay. They have a one-on-one coach that you can take advantage of if you really are like, I was serious about this. I was like, look, I ain't just curious. I'm gonna make this happen one way or another. So they offer the one-on-one coach. They offer group coaching. Weekly study groups are offered by them. They're every Monday night at 8 p.m. and they're online. Okay. And then they've got a whole customer service office and all that stuff that'll help you guys out if you need it. And you're gonna have a buddy. Remember, we operate off of the buddy system. No investor left behind, right? It's our motto. Okay, so we are building groups across the country. Like me and my wife have really helped to build the group here in Virginia with the help of some of my executive team and people who are wanting to do community building. But we provide all this stuff. We do workshops, we do mastermind groups, we put on weekly property tours. Like my other friend, Chris I've known for years now, and Chris just fixed and flipped a house in Virginia. And so Damien's property, I think, was in DC. Chris's house, I think he made close to 100 grand. But when we go ahead, how much did you make? Anyone know?
It was in Maryland. Our property was in Maryland.
Oh, so. Your one, okay, yours was in Maryland. Chris, you remember how much Chris made on that Virginia one?
A lot.
It's close to 100. But anyways, we do the weekly property tours. So those are hosted by the local communities. All right. And so you could take a screenshot of this. Some things have changed and we've adjusted them, but we do have a full-fledged weekly schedule that you guys are going to be able to take advantage of regardless of where you're getting started. Okay. Now, there are some things that you can't attend or you can attend depending on your access to the ecosystem. Because remember, the group does cost money, guys. It wasn't free for me. It's not free for you, right? So let me just share the prices. Remember how on our meeting I said, guys, it costs people anywhere from $399 to get started all the way up to $26,000. So I'm going to start with the most expensive way of getting started. And again, even though there's a price tag to it, there are ways of getting started without utilizing your own money. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that coming up. But the largest tier that anyone can do in our group is basically 26 grand. It's 25,991. Okay, 25,991. Or you could finance it through their guaranteed financing program, but then they charge a little bit more money because they have to finance your business. And when I saw this, I was like, dang, this sounded good, but I am literally broke and living with my mom and dad. But I didn't let money scare me. In fact, I made this my first challenge to becoming a businessman. Like, this is the cheapest business that I could find with the highest amount of potential, because they teach you all of the things like fix and flip, rentals, wholesaling, not just one strategy. And they have an earn while you learn program. Earn while you learn. Earn while you learn. And some things I got to fix here. It's unlimited coaching sessions for 6 months. But this is just everything that they offer. And for me, when they showed me I can do this without my money, I went all in. So, but this is lifetime access. You would never pay another dime for the learning, right? Okay, so let's keep it moving. So with the lifetime access stuff, you get all this stuff, guys. It's 90 full day coursework, learning partner access, 6 months of one-on-one coaching, 52 one-to-many coaching sessions, 52 weekly study groups. Again, complimentary lifetime access. They just came out with a class on creating your own fund. Like, have you guys ever heard of private equity or creating a syndication or a Regulation D fund? So when they started coming out with this stuff, I just get it for free. You're going to get a lot of stuff for free over the years as they update stuff. And so I got lifetime tuition to Investor Disneyland, and anyone can. So there's no upcharging, no upselling if you just go all in. All right. Now here are the different, there's a lot of different tiers. I just showed you the basically highest tier. You can do any one class at a time. A lot of advanced investors will sometimes just cherry pick one class or whatever. If you did it this way, it's $1,000 per class and you get 12 months. Okay. And so if you did all 90 classes eventually, that would be a total of 90 grand. It would still be worth it if you just did one deal. But what most investors do that want to get involved with our ecosystems is they bundle and save. Now, for example, you can just start with the Essentials bundle, and there's a price for that, okay? There is not complimentary lifetime access for any other bundle other than the top tier, all right? Everything else is a 12-month access. But you could start with the Essentials, and then you can upgrade. Or you could just start with one and then upgrade, okay? That's completely up to you. But there's the Essentials. That's a bundle of about 12 classes. There's the Profits bundle, and it's for business owners. It's a bundle about 12. I'll show you those. And then you can buy any two, because they teach every business model. You can buy any 2 business models, or you can get all 10. What I did, again, is I got the Essentials, I got Profits, and I got all 10 of the business models. Those 3 individual packages together, they create the EPX combo, okay? So there's different starting places for different people. And again, guys, I do not want you spending money that you can't afford. Like, I want to help you, not have you spend money and live in scarcity. That's not the intention of this group. But it costs money to, like, keep everything updated. It costs money to pay all of their mentors. All of their mentors, by the way, are practitioner instructors. So they make their full-time living doing what they're teaching us. So I valued that, okay? Now here's the Essentials, guys. This is like basics, okay? So if you're brand spanking new, maybe you just start small with the basics. I don't know. But the Essentials is the stuff that we should have learned in high school that the system literally doesn't want you to know. They don't want you to know. They want you to be a cog in the system. But every single one of these classes are 5 to 8 hours long, okay? Now, you don't have to take every class. We will help you build your plan. You're just going to need to take the classes that match with your plan and your SMART goal, okay? Now, depending on what package you have, just dictates how fast or slow you go. Does that make sense? So the Essentials is all about laying your financial foundation, okay? It's all about getting your credit right, restructuring your finances, paying off your bad debt, setting up alternative retirement accounts. Remember, I told you guys, I want to help you create a cash flow based retirement plan, right? Remember, nest egg doesn't work. You want to create a cash flow based retirement plan. And this is the start of you doing that. I recommend this bundle of courses to anyone, even if you're not sure if you want to do real estate investing. It's the stuff we should have learned in high school. Now, here's some bullet points of the things that you will accomplish with just the essentials, okay? And I'll show you prices with all the different coursework momentarily. But you'll start learning how to acquire properties at a discount. You're going to start learning how to raise capital and do stuff in your retirement accounts. We're going to start restructuring your relationship with the government, okay? So remember all the tax stuff? That's included in just the beginner courses, all right? And much, much more, all right? Just to give you some sort of context. And again, guys, if you want to stop me and ask questions, just do it. All right, so this is the profits bundle. So this is a standalone bundle. Some people they're already in business. They're like, look, I'm just going to do profits. Go for it, right? But this is to help existing business owners and startups grow a business idea that they already have. Like, I don't know if I told you this, but I've got about 79 units that pay me money that are not in Virginia. They're actually 8 hours away from me. But some of this business automation stuff and build your business online and integrated business growth and development, these are the things that help me to understand. And then my mentors and the people around in the community help me with implementation. I want you to always remember, we're not an educational group. What we are is an implementational group, okay? Now, so think of it this way. Essentials and profits, those two bundles are like minors. You know college where there's minors? And what I'm about to show you are all the majors. Minors they're developed to help you get started and lay the foundation. The majors are meant to help you actually make money in real estate, okay? So they've got this bundle. It's called real estate hacking. Okay, real estate hacking, how to do deals with not a lot of your own money or credit. So these are all business models, okay? Now, again, based off of you and your personality, you're going to be working with your buddy to formulate your plan. Maybe you're not going to just follow one of these models. We can cherry pick stuff depending on where you get access to, okay? So there's real estate hacking. There's fix and flip, right? Like Damien and Chris and a lot of the people who flipped houses, Keith and LaFay, they have gone through the fix and flip content, and now they're utilizing it to become flippers. There's the buy and hold stuff. So maybe you just want a big portfolio. Maybe you're never going to leave your job. You just want to build a portfolio of rentals just in case your job ever fires you, right? That's fine. There is short-term rentals. Like, guys, there are people making 6, 7, 8, even up to 9 figures doing Airbnb. Short-term rentals, okay? They'll show you how to automate a whole short-term rental business. There is so much money in this right now. Like, if you've ever wanted to have vacation rentals all across the globe, here's your chance, okay? Multifamily, so anything 5 units and up is considered commercial, but you can do smaller multifamily. You can do 40 units. You can do triplexes. That's fine. So they teach the multifamily space. Like I told you guys, I have some mobile home parks. And so mobile home parks are considered multifamily, right? So commercial investing, anything 5 units and up goes into the commercial realm. Now, when you guys start analyzing commercial property, you analyze it very different than what you would a residential property, okay? So they'll teach you commercial real estate investing. Like land development, remember I told you I built some houses from the ground up. Land development was awesome. I learned all about the soil studies and feasibility studies and how to actually develop that land. Okay, maybe you want to create neighborhoods and areas to people that really need it, right? America loves entrepreneurs because we stimulate the economy. So this is what I do most of the time now, guys. This is my bread and butter. Maybe you just want to copy exactly what I've done to create over $300,000 of passive income. Cool. I've got the contracts. I've got the documents. I know my process. Just learn it, and I got your back. You guys can call me. I genuinely, you can hit me up. I want to help, right? But remember how I told you I love being the bank and how I created Bank of Umerica? Umerica. I said, I love being the bank. And so if you want to create your own family bank, get access and we can do it. I got you. So there's passive income investing. Business mastery is another business model. So there's a lot. There's 10 of these total, right? Now, remember I told you this? Markets go up and down, guys. Sophisticated investors know how to make money regardless of what's happening in the economy. And so, guys, it doesn't matter what's happening. What matters is you know what you're doing, okay? And I know you guys agreed with me. People make money all the time. Don't matter what's on the news or what the economy is doing. So here's another one called financial acceleration. So here are the price points. You guys take screenshots of them. So there's different price points. So if you used, the company has a guaranteed financing program, and they will finance you regardless of if you have good credit, bad credit, or no credit. If you do their financing, it's the price points up top, okay, for each individual bundle. If you do not need to use their financing, and you could use any of the other funding options that I will give you, because there's a few of them and we can brainstorm stuff, they give you a discount. All right. Now, remember, I did the essentials, I did the profits, and I did all of their business models, and all of those together were $25,991. All right. So check this out. These are the monthly payments and the down payments. If you're like, look, I'm struggling, but I really want to work with you guys, you can. Anyone can get started, for example, with the essentials bundle with as little as $399 down and $152 a month. And that $152 a month is for 18 months. Okay. So we make it affordable for anyone who wants to do this, right? And you got to start asking yourself questions. Like, if you're older than 18 and you don't have at least $5,000 sitting around somewhere, obviously what you're doing is not, it's not working. So help me to help you make some drastic changes, but you're going to have to stop valuing that whole money thing, number one, right? Just make sure that this group works for you and that it's going to be valuable for you and that you're going to take action. Because if not, don't waste your time, all right? But there are ways to get started as little as $399. And remember, you can also make money with our group. Do you remember me saying we have an earn while you learn program, or earn and learn? You can do one, you can do other, or you can do the both. And I'll help you guys build a plan as you talk to me more, all right? But there are different financing options for people from all walks of life. Maybe you start small, you hustle, you make some money, you pay it off, and you work your way up. I don't know. So I'm done talking about all of the different bundles and all of the different classes and how it's all broken down. I want to give you guys the opportunity to fire questions at me. Like, Umair, what about this? Umair, what about this? And I don't know if you guys remember me saying this, but any money that you invest to become a real estate investor, it's going to be a 100% business tax deduction. So we're going to be able to deduct this 100% against your income when you do your taxes. It's a beautiful thing, everybody. It's a beautiful thing. Let me check the chat box. You guys can unmute yourself. Yeah, so Mel wrote me, I'm beginning to understand that there are different levels that you can choose to enter the program. Can you describe the cost of, yeah, that's what I just did, Mel. I described the cost of each level. I described starting small. Cool. You guys good on this? You guys get it? You're not like confused anywhere. Like, you could say, Umair, I'm just getting my essentials. I want to get to work immediately. Cool. You could say, Umair, I'm going to get everything. This is how I'm going to do it. Just like wherever you get started, we're going to meet you where you're at. Okay. Maybe you're like, man, I'm broke as a joke, but I could really use some money. Well, cool. I'll show you how you can make some money. All right. Okay.
So what do we do? So
Okay.
how do we learn? How do we earn while we learn?
That's coming up. I'm gonna get to that. How to earn while you learn. That's coming up. So I'm done with the education section of understanding how our ecosystem works, what's involved, the classes, the mentorship. Now I'm gonna go off to the funding section. This is how to fund becoming an investor in our group. Okay. And you could even use some of these funding strategies for real estate. Okay. And then after funding, I'm going to just show you a little bit more about making money. And then if you want to make money and become an investor, you can, do the earn while you learn program. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. So guys, the fastest and easiest way to get started becoming an investor with our help, cash or savings, right? If you have money sitting there, we already talked about this. It's devaluing because of the hidden tax called inflation. So wouldn't it be a good idea to take your cash, which is losing value, and invest it in a business that's going to save you in taxes and in interest and help you become wealthy? Like, wouldn't that make sense? I think it does. It did for me anyways. So cash or savings. And I'll show you guys how to start your free account here momentarily, right? You can unlock your free account and look around and stuff. And if you want me to set up your paid account, I can do that as well. It's completely up to you. So cash or savings. Number two, a lot of times, like, especially where I live, people have like a 401k or an IRA. Did you guys know that you could borrow half of what's in a 401k or up to $50,000 to start this journey as a real estate investor? I've had so many people do this. They're like, instead of getting a loan, how about I become the bank on my own business? And you could pay yourself interest back. And then once you're done paying your 401k back, maybe you use it again for your next real estate deal. But this is a really easy and flexible way of starting this relationship with our ecosystem. Okay, if you have questions on any of these, just ask. I can show you how I can drill down on any of these. So number three is life insurance. Now, working with our group, you're going to learn a lot about life insurance, okay? Life insurance is a very, very powerful tool when used correctly and when structured correctly. But if you have like a whole life, a variable life, or even a universal life policy, did you know that you could take a loan against your life insurance policy and then pay yourself back? People do it all the time. That's another way people have gotten started working with us. So here's a cool question. What is the company's success rate for students? Do most go all in, or do more start and end up following this? And I'll tell you this from what I've seen, because I don't really have the numbers or the statistics behind that. But the people who start small, not all the time, but people who start small stay small, right? Remember my meeting, I was like, hey, it's all about the art of thinking big. Now, if they have to start small and they work their way up, I've seen people do that. But it's mixed. Okay, it's very mixed. We have a lot of successful students, thousands, in fact, that we can show you. But do we have people that get started and they're like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. I give up. Sure. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. That's why I'm doing this with you. Because if you're not sure of yourself, maybe don't start. Right? It works if you work it. But I don't have an actual thing sharing exactly what the success rate is, Shay, but I really like the question. Number four, a lot of people have equity in their house. Guys, did anyone do the homework and see the free financial restructuring training? Did anyone do that? Put a Y in the chat box if you did. Because if you did, you literally saw how hundreds of thousands of dollars can go back into your pocket with implementing just one of the strategies that we have in the essentials. No one saw the bonus training that I gave you guys? Man, I gave you homework. If you did, you know that you could leverage a home equity line of credit, a business line of credit, or even a personal line of credit, launch your business and pay yourself back, and your monthly payments back to yourself will be less than sometimes $300 a month. Isn't that cool? Would $300 a month be worth you getting lifetime access to everything that we have? I think it is. The way I started was this. I had really good credit. I just didn't know what to do with it, right? So this group showed me how I can get access to like 6 different credit cards, all at 0% interest for 15 to 18 months, okay? And so what I did is I put like 5 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand. I put a little bit of money on each one of those cards that they got me. And then I set it up to make minimum payments, right? And so my minimum payments were less than $300 a month for everything, for lifetime access. And then I was like, well, dang, I got to pay these cards back. And so I started working with my coach and I started hustling. I quit my job prematurely. I went all in on this. And you guys know I made $43,000 on my first fix and flip. And so when I made that money, instead of just letting it sit, I just used it to pay the cards back. Does that make sense? So when I thought about it, I actually, guys, I started this business with $0 out of pocket. And that day, I got addicted. I was like, man, I'm going to do a ton of deals with no money. I started really understanding the power of leverage. Remember on my intro, I said, guys, it's all about getting rich, leveraging the bank's money. And I proved to you that currently most Americans are getting taken advantage of, and the banks are getting rich using their money. I'm giving you ways to turn the tables. Question is, are you taking it, right? So 0% credit cards, if you want to know more about getting access to 0% cards, let your buddy know. Your buddy is whoever invited you here, okay? And we'll get you some details, all right? Number 6, guys, if all else fails, you guys know that you got access to our group at the beginner level with as little as $399 down and $152 a month. Okay, if you can't handle that, then we're gonna have to brainstorm some other ideas. It's gonna be a lot harder for you if you are struggling at that level, right? It sucks, but I get it. Okay, now before I move on, ask me questions about any of these funding options and I will help answer them. You can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can mix it up and you can get started wherever your heart desires. Okay, you guys are direct messaging me here. Okay, you guys good here? All right. Trying to help.
I have a
Okay, go ahead.
I have a question. So, with the 0% credit cards, are those business lines of credit cards? Or
They could be if you have an existing business that and existing business credit that we could leverage.
okay, because I did a 0% business credit with Fund to Grow, and it took too long to get a deal. And when I did, it was fix and flip that flop. So now I'm digging myself from underneath the rubble. So
Oh man.
I do have
Okay.
another business line, business credit line that it's good with paying the mortgage. I mean, the mortgage paid. I have one credit card that I just kind of reduced the payments on it, and yeah, it's been tough. So I need to.
Yeah.
I'm starting from the ground up. I'm trying to get my head above
Yeah.
water. So I'm curious to see what you have as far as earn as you learn. So
Yeah, so the thing is this, you want to take advantage of the financial restructuring training because we can show you how to restructure all of your finances and pay less in taxes with our beginner stuff. And I
okay,
truly believe that when you implement it, it's going to help you tremendously pay down debt and get involved in actual business.
okay. And the name of that course is again finance
You want to get access to the financial restructuring training. It was the
restructure.
bonus training that everyone got for coming to my intro, and we show you how to implement that your first couple of weeks.
Okay,
And the other homework that you guys want to do is you want to learn about the investor operating system.
investing operating system. Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So then the last thing we're going to talk about is you guys making money. Anyone want to make some money? I love making money. Money, 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 money. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so the group, so Renatus, the education company, does not have a marketing budget. They do not. In fact, they believe that word of mouth advertising is the best way of advertising. So what they're willing to do, guys, I'm going to draw my whiteboard and I'm going to draw this out for you. What they're willing to do is they're willing to pay anyone. You don't have to have access to the education. Hold on, let me do this. Let me talk to you guys how you can start earning money. And I don't need you to do any talking. I don't need you to sell anyone. I don't want you to pressure anyone, because think about it. These people are going to be our future partners. And when they learn investing, maybe they're going to even do deals with us. We want to be delicate and make sure that we take care of our future partners. All right. Now, how do I start earning? Guys, you can be what we call an ICM and start a business as an independent contracted marketer. also known as a community builder. Community builder. Okay, you can be a community builder. Now, let me go through some things. It's $197 a year for you to get your license to distribute their system. You don't have to do the teaching, you don't have to update the classes, you don't have to do the mentorship, but they will allow you to white label their system. They'll allow you to make money with them. Isn't that cool? I think it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, you don't have to buy their mentoring or education at any level to participate, but I really want you to think about this, right? If I were to tell you guys, I don't have any access, I've never done any investing, I'm just trying to get you to sign up to make some money, you might be a little bit offended, right? So I highly recommend you guys get plugged in with the learning somewhere, because you want to have some credibility that at least you're in the trenches and you're committed to the process. But technically, you don't have to have the mentorship or the education at any level to participate. You can start earning income immediately. And I already have a process and a system set up that you guys can start copying. I know what works, okay? And I'll show you, I will prove to you that I know it works momentarily. There's no credit or commission if you enroll in the mentorship, in the education. That part of the business is 100% separate. So you can just be mentored and become a real estate investor. You can just become a community builder, or you can do both. A lot of people do both. And that is what we call an earn while you learn program, okay? No monthly sales requirements or anything funky, right? You can just start making money. You can start referring people to our ecosystem immediately. In fact, if you guys really liked my Thursday or Saturday training, invite people to it. Give them the Zoom link. Say, hey, I want you to come meet my new partner. I want you to come meet my new friend. I want you to come meet the investors that I'm hanging out with, okay? No group volume requirements, and then you keep the level you achieve for as long as you're a community builder. So let me explain to you how real estate agents work, all right? So what real estate agents do is all agents are a part of a brokerage. Do you guys know that? Part of a brokerage, okay? So there's typically a broker, and then there's the agent. The agent works under the brokerage, and the agent has to pay the brokerage a certain amount of money every year. And then once the agent hits that threshold, then the agent makes full commissions for that year, okay? So what the education company did is they said, why don't we create a program kind of like real estate agencies, but let's just call it something different. We'll call it an advisor / affiliate relationship. So you're going to be an affiliate under somebody's advisorship. They will train you, they will guide you, I will help you. You're going to have a lot of support. There is a one-time training, so you're going to pay your advisor one time because they've got to take you under their wing and take care of you. But once you've paid your advisor, then you're going to make full amount of commissions that the company pays out for life, okay? Yeah, I am a community builder. There's other community builders. I may get paid, I may not get paid. It doesn't matter to me at this point, but yeah, I'm a community builder. And I'm a real estate investor, so I do both, okay? Now, the company does not pay chump change. I couldn't believe my eyes. Guys, they pay people like you and me equal opportunity. They pay out 50% of their gross tuitions to you and me. So imagine like you can build a group, you can help people, and they will pay you for it. So you can start making $425 to $12,000 anytime someone decides to leverage our ecosystem to become a real estate investor. Isn't that cool? I think it's awesome. Most people just want to take your money and keep taking it. This group will pay you an unlimited amount of money. There's no limit to the amount of money that you can make. Now, that is one of our income opportunities, and I can go into some details about that. But they haven't paid me a ton of money. I've made more money with my real estate investing, but I want to show you guys this. This is my platform. This is how I've learned everything, right? And I showed you guys this. You know, remember I showed you there were minors and majors in real estate investing within Renatus? So this is how they've created me, Umair, the real estate investor, the entrepreneur. right? But in my dashboard, I also have this bonus. I've got this marketing bonus. And all that means is I am a community builder. And in the last, so I didn't do this my whole time with the group, but in the last 9 years, I would say they've paid me a little over $1.4 million. Isn't that cool? So when you look at a business and you measure ROI, right? Return on investment, you got to say, all right, so if I start a business, it's going to cost me this much, or maybe I'm going to use the bank's money. It's not going to cost me anything. But you want to start a business and look at your earning potential. And I was like, well, I know I can make an unlimited amount of money with the group, helping other people become investors like I did. I can fix and flip. I can wholesale. I can buy and hold. I can do tax liens. I can do Airbnb arbitrage. So when I saw this, I thought it was too good to be true. I was like, this is freaking crazy. If you guys are willing to hustle, we can make an unlimited amount of money together. You can start learning everything I did, and we could just work together. Remember my training on the 4 currencies? I don't want to compete with you guys. I want us making money. In fact, I want to make this so easy for you. You don't have to do the talking. You don't even have to create advertisements. I already have example advertisements that I can give you guys your first couple of weeks, and invite them to my training. Everybody is different. People start for their own reasons, not yours. We're not in the convincing business. I just want to share with as many people as I can. Cool. So earn while you learn. So here's another piece of homework that you can do. Basically, think about it this way. Regardless of where you start with your mentorship, if you help enroll 3 to 5 people, you can make all of your startup costs back. That's it. Like, for instance, imagine you just went all in like I did. You're like, Umair, I want to become an investor. And you didn't even pay attention to this referring thing. Maybe you did a fix and flip. Cool, you made your money back. But maybe you didn't do any deals yet. You just started leveraging me. You're like, Umair, I'm going to just focus on making my money back. Well, if you got your Epics combo, which is 25,991, after referring 5 people, if 5 people do the exact same thing that you did, they will pay you $26,000 cash. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. So that's how you guys can actually get access to our ecosystem and everything for free, basically. So I was like, you guys had me at hello. So I don't like saying things without backing them up, guys. I just like giving you proof of concept. Okay? Proof. I told the guys, I was like, look, you got to prove to me everything works, or I mean, I don't know what to do. So they have an earn while you learn program, and there's a lot of people getting paid. Okay, so I talked about, let's just do a review of tonight. Okay, we're going to finish up. I talked about your vision and how you got to make your vision a reality. I'm not responsible for your success. We talked about the education and all the resources that you have available and at your disposal. We talked about different ways that you can actually get started with our group based off of where you want to get started. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just showing you what's available and what works. And then I also shared with you guys that you can start this is just one of the ways that you guys can start making money. What are some other ways that you can make money? Maybe you can be a bird dog. You can start locating deals. But I would say you have to have at least your essentials to start identifying what an actual deal is. And you can start finding investors in this group deals, and maybe they'll give you some referral money for it. What are some other ideas? Oh, we have another sister company, and you can start making money with that. It's another affiliate program, but we want to help people make the money and then use that money to take advantage of all the tax deductions and then continue to use that money to build their own piece of wealth. All right. Now, if you haven't done this yet, you also want to learn about our investor operating system. This is how you're going to run and manage your real estate investing business throughout the years. So here's some more homework. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Today was just a group brainstorming session. I wanted to give you all the details, okay? Your next step, guy. Oh, let's just do this. You guys want to create your free account real quick? No, the CRM system, if you get lifetime access to everything, Josh, it's free for 6 months, okay? Because we want to help you get your first deal or two done. We want to help you get your feet under you. But the CRM system is $124 a month. And trust me, you're going to want to pay for it when you see what it does. Your websites are going to be set up. You're going to be able to find deals and send mailers. You can do skip tracing. Everything happens from this CRM system. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I want to help you guys. You can create your free account if you'd like. Mel, to learn more about the apartment building challenge, contact the buddy who invited you here. But basically, if you get access to everything, Mel, you're going to be mentored and coached by a guy who has over 1,000 units. And in 12 weeks, we're going to push you to get your first apartment building done. Okay, Mel, that's the overview. But ask your buddy about it, and we'll get you those details, okay? Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Your buddy probably already created a free account for you. So put this link, I'm going to copy and paste this link into my chat box. Click on this link, and then I'm going to show you how to at least just create your free account so you can start looking around. And oh, there's a free bonus training. I almost forgot. I want to give you guys a lot of bonus stuff. So come to this link, and then all I want you guys to do, if you're being proactive with me, is hit forgot password, put your email address in this box, and then write those, whatever this little text is, and then hit continue. The company will send you your username is going to be your email address, and your password is going to be whatever you want to make it. Okay. Now, after you log in, I want to tell you what to do after you log in. There's a free bonus training that I want you guys to see, to test drive, the content and stuff. You're going to go to Learning Paths. Hopefully, I'm not going too fast. You're going to go to Learning Paths. Then I want you to click Essentials, okay? And then select Tax and Legals Day 2, right? You just click on it. And there's this free secret bonus training. You're just going to hit play. And my mentor, my rich dad, Bob, this is Bob, he's going to give you a 20-minute free training just for your time, because I really want to give you guys a lot of information to get started with, okay? So you can create your free account. You can get access to your free bonus training. You can learn more about the investor operating system. If you haven't done it already, you can get access to the free financial restructuring, which will save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then your next step is contact your buddy, contact whoever got you here. Maybe spend some one-on-one time with them, spend some one-on-one time with me, and we'll help you drill deeper down into doing what's best for you, okay? Guys, this has been fun. There are no excuses. The only excuse that you can make is, I don't know, I'm scared, right? Because I showed you how there's ways you can hustle and make money. I got your back. You just got to hustle if you're broke. I've shown you ways you can get involved with our group. I've shown you ways to restructure your finances. I've shown you ways to save on taxes. All right, guys. Jessica, is that a smiley face or a tears in your eyes? What is that? I don't know what that is, girl. But hopefully it's a good thing. I'm excited, guys. Like, this is the start of something beautiful when everyone needs it. Like, when I needed it most, God works in mysterious ways. I found the group. It's crazy because I was doing mixed martial arts and boxing, and I was 26, and I was like, God, please, like, I can't keep doing this. I cannot keep doing this. And then he put something in front of me. It's just crazy because, like, when I was getting in trouble, I got introduced to martial arts and it helped clean my life up. And then right when the timing was right, I found this group. So it's a beautiful thing. All right, guys, any questions that I can answer for you before you go, let me know. I'm going to stay here and hang out.
Umir, I had a question. I don't think you saw it.
Okay.
Let me see. What did I say? Are there any in-person meetings that you hold that we can? Last time you mentioned that we could like build a blueprint based on our personality. So is there any in-person meetings that you offer? Or do you have
Yes.
to like get plugged in first, I guess?
Yeah, no. There are like in-person presentations that we do. There are in-person property tours that you can come to. What area are you in, Jessica?
In Bowie, Maryland?
Oh, you're local. Yeah, come hang out. It would have been nice if you came to our we had a little gathering on Saturday where we did some s'mores and some food, but I do presentations in person, but you know, why wait? You can go ahead and get started, and then whoever your buddy is, Jessica, they're going to introduce you to the rest of the group anyways. I'm so glad that you're close to me.
Oh,
So,
same. Thank
yeah,
you.
it's going to be awesome. So, just contact whoever invited you here. If you guys want to contact me, you can hit me up. I want to help. I want more people to do deals with, guys. It's gonna be great. Like we're gonna build an army of people who know, like, and trust each other. Come on. Come on. Like it don't get better than that. Instead of a bunch of people working at a job hating on each other. Like I got a vision and it's coming to reality. Okay, guys. Let me just hang out. Let me let you marinate because I just poured so much information on you. Poured so much information on you. If you'd like to leave, you could leave if time is running out, but I'm gonna sit here and just give you guys um some time, right? Give you some time. And you can just fall off when you're ready to fall off. All right. Just remember, we have a buddy system. We have ways for you to make money. Maybe you're not ready to become a business person. Maybe you're like, Umair, like, I'm just scared. Okay, well, when people are scared, it's just a lack of information. So I can show you how to get some of the best coaching I've ever used. Like, like personal development coaching. We've got personal development coaches. I can get you plugged in if you're coachable, right? So if you were proactive today, you wrote down what some of your obstacles are, you wrote down what some of your challenges are. Okay. Mel says presentation was good. I'm more than curious. Yeah, today wasn't a presentation, Mel. It was just us hanging out, getting you the details. I mean,
No,
why would you keep letting the system do what it does to you, right? It's like there's an answer now.
um, Umar, I'm having trouble logging in to the website link. It says that I need to get the password and I sent it, but I don't see it. I
It
don't
didn't come to it didn't come to your email?
No, what's the email address it will be coming from? Will it be come from Renatus?
Yeah, you want to just look at Renatus and like your spam or anything like that.
I'm searching.
And and yeah, and again, contact your buddy. We're gonna get you all set up, introduce you to the rest of the group. Maybe you want to come to see more people making money. Whatever it is, get your questions answered, take advantage of it, or decide, you know what, spiritually, I'm not ready. Right? Everybody's different, right? So I was spiritually ready to make a difference in my life, and I did. So reset your email and then check your spam. And if that doesn't work, contact your buddy. Oh, another recommendation is, see, I keep forgetting things. There's just so many cool things we do. When you log in, guys, do this because someone mentioned this, like creating your customized blueprint. Hit dashboard. Okay, hit dashboard, right? And then go to this thing. It says investor profile, right? And it says take REP. This thing is going to ask you a series of questions. And if you answer them honestly, it'll organize your learning based off of the way you answer the questions. Cool? It's pretty cool. Yeah. Like, this is how mine is organized. Like I did this like a year ago. I re-answered the questions. And if you notice, fix and flip is all the way at the bottom of mine. I ain't flipping nothing no more. Some people love it. I'm just not good at making things pretty. I'm fix and flip is not my favorite strategy right now, but people are still making a ton of money with it. So this is how mine is structured, but yours will be structured a little bit different. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, I wish you nothing but love and respect. Have a great evening. I'm gonna go have some dinner myself. I thought y'all were just gonna drop off like flies, but let's chat more. Have a great night. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
you.
Bye, guys.